Hi yogis, I'm Nicole. Welcome to my yoga time. Today's yoga snack is focusing on digestion, improving your digestion. So we're going to be stoking our digestive fire or the Agni flame. So I'm going to have one block for this class. So if you don't have a block, you can always use a rolled up towel instead. We're going to start on our back and using your prop straight away, placing it underneath the lower back. Just taking a brief moment here with both knees bent. Turn the palms to face the ceiling, connecting index finger and thumbs for chin mudra. Closing the eyes down. Positioning the tip of the tongue where the teeth meet the roof of the mouth. Allowing the jaw to be soft. Feeling a slight tone in the back of the throat. Starting to practice your diaphragmic breathing here. So this is where the navel rises on the inhalation and falls towards the spine on the exhalation. So your diaphragmic breath helps to facilitate that internal massage for the digestive organs. From here, we'll take a hold of the right leg, just interlacing the hands around the thigh, straightening the leg. Try to arch the back, so press down through your tailbone and draw your shoulders down. As we inhale, let's point the toe. Exhale to flex the foot. Try to create even resistance between the hands and the thigh. So you're actively stretching the hamstrings. Next exhalation, bend the knee, take the hands to the shin. So option one, stay as you are. If it feels okay for your back, straighten and relax the left leg. Just allowing the navel to rise towards the thigh as you inhale. Take a moment to pause before you exhale. So your yoga practice is about 90% waste removal. We do that through improving digestion, through sweating, and also through the exhalation. We purge through the breath. Let's change sides, bend the left leg, release the right, coming into the hamstring stretch on this side. Creating even resistance between the thigh and the hands, arching the back. Inhale to point, exhale to flex. Next exhalation, bend the knee. Option to straighten and relax the right leg. And bend the right knee, release the left. So you might choose to keep both knees bent now, or if it feels okay for your back, straighten both legs. Option to keep the prop as it is, or you might like to turn it just a little bit higher. So your back will tell you where you need to be, legs bent or straight, prop low or high. Arms can be by your side, or even float the arms above the head. So again, tuning into that diaphragmic breath. You can really feel here, as you deepen the breath, you're deepening the pose. Offering a more efficient stimulation to the digestive organs. Your supported bridge pose is not only a nice pose to lengthen the back, but also to lengthen those digestive organs. And bending the legs if they were straight, floating the arms down now. Lifting the heels and the hips, remove your prop. Lower down one vertebrae at a time. Taking the knees in the hands, arms as straight as you inhale, bending the elbows as you exhale. So this one's also known as the wind relieving pose. Well done. Let's lower those legs all the way down, straightening the legs. Now if your shoulders permit, let's interlace the fingers, take the arms above the head. You hear as you inhale, then as you exhale, bend the right knee, hands to shin. Option 1 is here. Option 2, lift the left leg and the forehead. Create even resistance between the shin and the hands. Firm the armpits, shoulders down. Then as you inhale, release, float the arms above the head. Exhale, left side. Keep moving with your breath. Checking the position of your tongue. Softness in your jaw. One more on each side. Floating the arms above the head now, bend the knees, press into the feet, squeeze the heels in, hips up, bridge pose. Lengthening the front side of the body with your breath. And lower the hands down, place the hands underneath the bottom, sitting down onto those hands, straightening the legs, feet to the ceiling. Lift the head up off the mat, drishti is your toes. Slowly lower those legs down, lower belly firm. And when those feet are about an inch or two above the mat, just hold it there before you hinge your way up. So coming over onto all fours. If you've got a block, just have it at the top of the mat. So middle fingers underneath the shoulders, fingers spread wide, toes curling under. As you inhale, come into a back bend and raise the right leg. Exhale, knee to forehead. Option 1, stay as you are. Option 2, as you inhale, lift up into a three-legged dog. And then exhale into plank, knee to nose. So a little stronger on the shoulders and wrists. Be sure to work with your body, not against it. Last one. This time as you exhale, step through into a lunge. Press into both feet as you bring the arms all the way up. So stretching the mat with your feet, bend your back knee, tuck your tailbone under. Right hand takes the left wrist, lift up and lean over. Looking past your right hip. Inhale back to center and twist, left arm forward, right arm back. Strong and straight in your back leg now. Inhale and exhale, left hand down to the floor, right arm up, looking up if the neck permits, otherwise down to the foot. Exhale, bring that hand down, step it back into plank now. Option 1, knees to the mat. Option 2, hold your plank. Bring the body forward a little, round the upper back and shoulders, and elbows brush the ribs as you come all the way down. Keep the hands under the shoulders, tuck the tailbone, inhale, lift the chest and the feet. Squeeze the elbows back. Exhale, forehead and feet touch the mat. 3 more. Curl those toes under, lifting up back into tabletop position. Moving to the other side now. Toes curling under, left leg lifts, little back bend. Exhale, knee to nose. Either staying with this variation or lifting up into your 3-legged dog. Stepping all the way through now into your high lunge. Pressing into both feet as you float the arms up. Bend the right knee, tuck the tailbone. Left hand takes the right wrist, lift up and lean over. Looking past your left hip. And finding a spacious breath down the right side of the body. Coming back to center, exhale into your twist. Right hand to the floor, left arm up. Inhale and exhale, bring left hand down. Step it back into plank. Option of course to lower knees to the mat or holding your plank, rounding upper back and shoulders. Exhale to come down. Extending those fingertips back towards the toes, tailbone tucks. Inhale, float the legs and the chest. Be sure to lift the inner thighs. Lower belly firm. Jaw is relaxed. Breath is smooth. When you're ready, you can lower down, turn your head to one side, we'll take a brief rest, palms to face the ceiling. And bringing hands underneath the shoulders once again, tucking the toes, lifting up into tabletop, and then into plank, round the upper back, push back, downward facing dog. So you might like to just hold your downward dog and steady the breath, or option to practice your lion's breath here. So lion's breath, when we exhale, we stick out the tongue, try to touch the chin with your tongue, and eyes open wide. So inhale through the nose, and exhale, tongue out. 2 more. Well done. Walk those feet up to the top of the mat. If you have a block close by, just bring it to the high side in front of the feet. Bend the knees, inhale halfway up, option to bring the arms with you. Exhale to fold. Reverse swan dive. Hands to the heart. Press the palms together, feel the armpits firm. Raise the right leg, and then step the right foot back about 1 meter. The right foot's on a 45-degree angle, so those toes are pointing to the front corner of the mat. So press the feet away from one another, you're stretching the mat. Little bend in the left knee. Inhale. As you exhale, fold forward. We're going to stop where the spine is parallel to the floor. Keep pressing the feet away. Try to turn your left heel in a little, right heel out. That will help square the hips. And a little lift in the tailbone. By lifting the tailbone, you should feel those hamstrings fire up a little more. Keep pressing palms together, armpits firm, back is engaged. Next exhalation, let's lower down. Block is here if you need, otherwise move it to the side. Bend this left leg so the belly can touch the thigh. Begin to press the palms down and forward, tuck in the chin, and tuck the tailbone here. So we're wanting to round and stretch the back. Feel the navel move against the thigh as you breathe. This expansion and compression helping to stimulate that digestion. Well done. Lifting the hand, either using your block now or hands to the floor if you don't have a block. Coming into warrior three legs. Option to keep hands on the block or bring the hands to heart. Strong in that left leg as you push up. Bring the right knee with you if you can. And then as you lower down, big toes to touch, heels apart. Bending the knees, chair pose. Coming into a twist here. So right elbow to the outside of your left knee, and you can use your left hand to help position that. Keep your right knee behind the left knee. Try to deepen your breath. If it's a little too short or shallow, maybe you've gone too far and you need to ease off out of the twist. Well done. Come back to center and all the way up. Take those feet hip width apart. We'll do half sun salute. Knees bending, chin tucking. Inhale halfway. Exhale to fold. Reverse swan dive. Weight into the right foot now, raise the left. Step it back. A meter behind the right. Left foot on a 45-degree angle. Stretch the mat with your feet, folding forward. Palms are pressing. Stopping halfway. Strong in the legs, strong in the back. As you press those feet gently away from one another, lifting the tailbone ever so slightly. As you exhale, folding down, bend the right knee, belly to touch the thigh. Grab the block if you need to. Rounding the back, tucking the tailbone. Deepening the breath. Feeling the navel compress against the thigh and the breath expanding the backside of the body. Well done. Inhale to lift up now. Option to take the hands to the block, raising left leg, warrior three legs, round the outer hip down, either using the block for support or bringing one or both hands to the heart center. Strong in that right leg as you raise the left. Sitting down into chair, big toes to touch, heels apart. Knees together, let's twist. Twisting to your right. And coming back to center, let's fold forward. Take those feet about hip width apart. Move your block down to the side. Inhale halfway. Exhale to fold, stepping back, downward facing dog. Sending your chest towards your thighs. Gently squeezing the heels of the palms in a little. And bending the knees, lower them down to the mat. Take the feet from underneath you. So a few choices with the next few poses depending on what's going on in your back and in your neck. I'm going to explore our shoulder stand. So if that's not an option for you and you're close to a wall, you can take your legs up the wall. Otherwise, if you've got your block or your towel, coming down onto your back, lifting the hips once again and placing your prop underneath. If it's the block, holding onto the block, and you'll raise the legs. So option one is either this position, or maybe you're laying with your legs up against the wall. If there are no concerns with your neck, your shoulders, your back, you're not experiencing any headaches, then feel free to come into your shoulder stand. Taking the hands to the back for support. Firming down through the arms. So if you're in option one, just keep the legs still and focus on breathing into the legs. If you're in your shoulder stand, as you exhale, drop the right knee towards the forehead and then inhale to straighten the leg. Exhale, left knee to forehead. Inhale to straighten. 3 more on each side. If you're in your full shoulder stand and it feels okay for your back and neck, slowly lower those legs over the head, coming into your plow pose. If those feet touch the floor, then you have the option to remove the hands from the back. You might like to extend the arms and take chin mudra, or maybe you prefer to keep the hands on the back. So if you are in this position, allow the back to round. Keep the legs straight, pull up the kneecaps. Return to that diaphragmic breath, feeling the navel expand. Feel the breath puffing out your back. So if it truly feels comfortable, please stay here. For yogis who have their legs up the wall or are on the block, I'll get you to come out of the pose now. And just as we did before, if you were in option one, hands under the bottom, raise the legs, lift the head up off the mat. Let's lower those legs down and hinge your way up. So instead of your plow pose, you'll come into a seated forward fold. Same posture, just the body is turned around. Start with your knees bent, toes pointing up, try and drag the heels back. Arms up as you inhale, exhale and fold forward. Let's do that one more time. Then take a hold of the feet, allow the back to round, belly is on the thighs. Some of you might be able to straighten the legs a little more without losing contact between belly and thighs. So you're either in your seated forward fold or you're in the plow pose. Wherever you are, breathe into the back side of the body. 3 more breaths. Remember to pause before you exhale. If you're in your plow pose, When you're ready, hands to the back if they're not there. Straightening the legs up to the ceiling, return to your shoulder stand. When you're ready, you can bend the knees and gently lower down. Stay on your back for me. Yogis in their forward fold, press into the heels. Let's lift the arms up. Bring the hands to prayer, bend the legs a little more. Keep digging in through the heels. Lower belly firm. Let's roll down. So we're all on our back. So option 1. You can turn the palms down, draw the shoulders down, lift the chin a little. Here is where you'll stay. Option 2 is your fish pose. So again, there's no concerns with your neck. Take your hands underneath your bottom, palms facing down, legs are straight. Push through the balls of your feet. Pull the elbows into the ribs, then bend the elbows, lift the upper body off the mat and drop the head back. So there's no weight on my head and neck, it's all in the arms. So whether you're in Shavasana with your chin lift or you're in your fish pose, let's find that lion's breath that we did earlier. Inhale through the nose, and as you exhale, stick out the tongue, purge through the breath. 3 more. If you're in fish pose, firm down through the forearms, tuck in your chin and lower down. Release those hands. Taking a brief moment in Shavasana. And when you're ready, bend the knees. Move your hips just a touch to the right. Cross the right leg over the left leg. We're twisting, bring the knees down to the left. So option to use your block for support. Arms can be out to the side, or if it feels okay for your shoulders, you can interlace the hands at the base of the neck. Or you can cactus arms. So if it feels okay for your neck, just ever so slightly, move the back of the head a little to the left and then turn the head to the right. And again, find that deep diaphragmic breath. It's a 3-dimensional breath. So feel the lower belly and the lower back puffing out as you inhale. A moment to pause before you exhale. Inhale, bring those legs back to center. Uncrossing the legs, moving the hips a touch to the left. Left leg over the right now. Bring the knees down to the right. Of course, if this is too intense on your hips, uncross the legs. And if you've got the block, place that in between the thighs. So once here in your twist, ever so slightly move the back of your head a touch to the right. Turn your head to the left. And think of the twist as wringing out the body of any excess tension and stress, or anything that's undigested or unprocessed. And when you're ready, coming back to center and crossing the legs and moving into Shavasana, allowing the legs to straighten, palms to face the ceiling, shoulders to tuck under. Option to take chin mudra through the hands, index finger and thumbs to connect. And softening the forehead as the eyes roll back. And begin to inhale a little deeper as you guide your awareness back. Begin to swallow if the mouth is dry. Wiggling toes and fingers. Stretching if the urge arises. When you're ready, roll to your preferred side. And winding your way up to seated. Let's bring our hands to prayer. Closing the eyes down. Raise the hands to the third eye center for clarity of thought. Fingertips lower to the lips for purity and honesty in our speech. And hands to the heart center for love and compassion in all that we do. Namaste. Hope you enjoyed the class, yogis, and you're feeling cleansed. Have a lovely day, and if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to the channel. It's a great way to support free yoga on YouTube. Take care.